What's cracking, guys? And today we got the #1 most reliable news source ever. What, Noble News? Kill the intro. I paid money for this intro. I might as well use it, alright? It's all fancy and stuff, right? I hope you like it. Anyway, today's story, news topic, or something that I want to talk about is Crunchyroll is making its own anime. I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool. Hey, you know, that one website, you know, where people go and can watch stuff legally and support the creator. That's pretty cool. So I decided to check the trailer out, and I'm just gonna say I was very disappointed.
Disappointed!
Now, I don't want to influence you guys too much here with my own opinions, but let's just watch some of the trailer here together.
This show has a lot of heart that I don't think would have come through from any other studio.
Alright.
One of the things that really attracted me to the position was the opportunity to do traditional hand-drawn 2D animation. Not only do I get to go back to the art form that I truly love, but I also get to create a studio from scratch.
High Guardian Spice is about 4 girls who live in a magical city and are going to school to become guardians.
Alright, so I just want you guys to know right now what this is about. Like, it's about these 4 girls that go to school to become guardians. That's what we got so far about this anime, alright? And then it's also coming from a brand spanking new studio, and it has apparently a lot of heart behind it.
And it's warm and
it's funny and warm,
adventurous, and they're letting us make it a little bit weird, so that's very exciting.
Okay.
There's an authenticity to it and a sincerity that's just heartwarming.
Authenticity. It's a very modern reflection of the world. Our characters are really diverse, our cast is really diverse, and that's one of the things that excited me the most about it.
Alright, so, you know, I think you're getting what's going on here. Are you guys starting to get a little bit? Apparently, they're starting to pull this diverse card here. Lots of diverse cast, lots of diverse stuff. See, like, this girl right here, she's got all sorts of tats. And she smokes, and she's got hair. You know, like, totally never been done before. She looks bad.
I'm really excited about what the show is and what it represents.
The fact that Crunchyroll Originals is doing this as a 2D animated series is giving us an opportunity to do things artistically that a lot of other shows and other studios really have forgotten how to do.
Alright, so I'm like, okay, so that they're able to do stuff in 2D animation, but other studios have forgotten how to do... I'm pretty sure anime is mostly 2D animation, isn't it? Has anime studios forgotten how to make 2D animation? No. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are still mostly 2D animation. Yeah, there's still 3D animation out there, but what are they talking about?
We are 50% female in all the creative roles.
Okay, so 50-50 between male, female. Alright, sure. I don't know why you're telling me this, but sure, that's kind of cool.
And our writer's room is 100% female.
Wait, 100% female? Wait, you're saying that you're diverse? Something just don't add up here. I'm just gonna come out and say it. You cannot fight a diversity problem with the second side of the diverse people, okay? It doesn't work like that. 100% female is exactly the same as 100% male. Zero difference, no diversity. The definition of diverse is varying elements, but neither of those have varying elements. There is nothing diverse about it.
I mean, this is what my whole career has been about, is trying to get those voices in there that are not being heard.
I don't think anyone has seen stories quite like the ones that we're going to tell.
Okay, and it's that final line where I'm just chuckling, okay? Like, no one's ever seen a story quite like ours. Alright, so what did you guys get out of what the story was there? I pretty much summed it up at one point there, wasn't it? 4 girls go to a magical school to become guardians. That was the only thing I got out of that trailer. And you got a little bit of concept art. But, you know, some of them are not going to be finalized, obviously, because it's, guess what? It's concept art. And I'm just going to tell you straight off the bat, they are incorrect. This story has been done before. Quite a number of times. Magical school place where anime characters go to learn. Wow, what an original concept. I'm just gonna tell you right now, what this mimics is some of the more popular stuff that's been going on in the West recently. Little Witch Academia, alright, which followed just 3 magical girls here. Plus, I would argue the most popular one from the anime girls too. So it was technically 4. And then of course, there is Ruby itself, which is about 4 girls go to an academy and they're trying to be guardians, you know, or huntresses. It's pretty much the same thing. Both of those shows were enormously popular in the West. Absolutely popular. And it just kind of feels like they're trying to mimic the same show for the same appeal and get the same audience. Okay. I mean, that's absolutely fine. Just don't tout it off as something original. And I'm not gonna say if this anime is going to be bad. I have no idea. For I really hope it turns out to be good. But at this point, I'm not even sure I can call this an anime. Looking at the art style, it looks something like a mix of anime and maybe Steven Universe? Basically put, it's more of a cartoon. Which, you know, is a little bit of a problem considering, you know, that people go to Crunchyroll to watch something that's anime. But they're giving us something that's more of a cartoon. I mean, at least Netflix here, you know, makes their shows, like, seem more genuinely anime than a cartoon. Such as Devilman Crybaby or Baki, you know, like, those shows, they're pretty anime. And before I get into the thing that's really like, oof, like Roblox, oof, I just want to go into the comments here and just show you how bad of a reaction they're getting. Seeing from this here, they've disabled their dislikes and likes bar and also their comment section for the video. But before they did that, I'm going to tell you right now, the like bar was not looking very pretty. Was it because of the reasons I stated before? Well, likely some of them, but I feel like the most relatable reason for people to be genuinely upset about this is because it feels like it's pushing a social agenda. Maybe even a political agenda here, just some sort of agenda on you rather than letting us enjoy a show. It focused more on the diversity aspect of the studio and what they're doing is being so unique rather than the actual anime itself. Have you ever seen an anime trailer or show that focused more on the people behind it rather than the show itself? It's absurd. I mean, it's fine to learn about the people creating it and it's cool to know the story behind it, but what people want to know is if the show is gonna be something they want to see, which is the reason why they watched the preview for the show. And going back to the diversity thing here, I feel like this is basically pushing an SJW, a social justice warrior, agenda here. Considering that most of the time, all you saw was women in this. There was one man, at least, but most of the time, it was women. And I know this is something that's gonna be a little bit absurd for me to say here, but you know, I watch anime to be entertained. You know, not to be pushed into some political game or some, I don't know, social justice warrior crap. And I feel like the response I'm gonna get from this is just like, Noble, are you trying to disrespect Lyman? What? They're creating this anime. Are you disrespecting Lyman Noble? Obviously not. Considering how much I love women, if that hasn't been proven enough on my channel, that I really, really like women. And considering that most of anime now is anime girls doing cute things too, I mean, like, what can you say? Girls are freaking great. And they're entertaining to watch. This kind of thing is more like, we're trying to make a statement, not we're trying to make an anime. And that just, it's just not cool. There's nothing diverse about this. There's nothing original about this. It's barely even anime to begin with. And I know basically nothing about your story from your trailer. Like, this was a terrible trailer. Like, hands down, an absolutely awful trailer. And for, like, its first foray into being an anime-making studio, this is a PR disaster. I mean, you can still make something good of this show, but, like, don't tote the SJW stuff about this, Crunchyroll. And I'm sure people are a little bit upset about funding Crunchyroll now because, you know, like, they're paying their monthly subscription to support anime and the anime community, but when they're getting this political stuff in their face, obviously that's gonna be a little upsetting. So basically what I'm trying to say is I don't think Crunchyroll knows what their audience wants. It really doesn't know their audience. What do anime lovers want to see? Do they want to see anime? No. Let's make an SJW cartoon and preach them political stuff about diversity. That's something that's not really diverse to begin with. I don't know what to say about that one there. Like, there's a lot of times where Crunchyroll does some cool stuff. But then there's times where what? So I'm curious, what are your thoughts about this here? Do you guys share my same opinions about, like, this little SJW kind of trip here, or do you think maybe I'm going a little overboard? Maybe Noble, it's fine. You can put some politics into there. Again, I'm not gonna diss the show. It could be great. Like, I know absolutely nothing about it given the trailer. I think the actual description of the show showed more about what the show was about than the trailer itself. But yes, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this here. Was this a big miss by Crunchyroll? Or can it still be saved? Or is it not a problem at all? I'm curious. Go ahead, discuss in the comments, and let's see what happens. So this has been Noble of Noble News, Talking News, whatever you want to say. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for some more interesting things, and I hope to see all of you beautiful sons of guns again next time.
You crazy mother.